Assalamu alaikum, dear students. We were discussing the connective tissue. As you know, that the connective tissue has three types. Number first one was connective tissue proper. Number second was fluid connective tissue, and the number third one is cyclical connective tissue, जो हमारा आज का टॉपिक है. जो कि आपने already स्टडी किया है, जो ये connective tissues है, they have been classified in the three types. Depends upon the nature of the matrix. In case of connective tissue proper, the matrix was of gel type, while in case of fluid connective tissue, the matrix was of liquid type, while as in this case, the skeletal connective tissue, here the matrix is solid. So, the skeletal connective tissue is the tissue where the matrix, जिसको हम कहते हैं ground substance भी, it is solid in nature, and this skeletal connective tissue, it forms our endoskeleton of our body. Since it forms the endoskeleton of our body, that is why it is termed as skeletal connective tissue. As the endoskeleton supports our body, that is why it is also termed as supportive connective tissue. Now this tissue, this skeletal connective tissue or the supportive connective tissue, it is divided into two types. Number first one is the cartilage, and number next is the bone. Depends upon the rigidity as well as the hardness. जो cartilage है, it is not so much rigid as compared to the bone, while as bone is very hard and very rigid as compared to the cartilage. So now let us study first of all the cartilage. So cartilage is solid. It gets solid because the matrix is solid, as well as it is firm, but it is semi-rigid. तो यहाँ पे cartilage is solid, it is firm and semi-rigid, in which the living cells, they remains in a translucent matrix. क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो matrix होता है वो translucent होता है, not opaque or not transparent, rather it is translucent. So here the cells of the cartilage, they remains embedded within the translucent matrix, and the matrix here is also termed as conduit. And this cartilage, it shows some features, some characteristic features. Number first feature of the cartilage is that it has low metabolic activity. It is not as much active as the bone, as a muscle cells or nerve cells. Means it has low metabolic activity. Number next feature is it possesses the peripheral vasculature. I mean मतलब क्या हो, जो यहाँ पे blood vessels है, those are only present in the peripheral portion of the cartilage, not in the interior region of the cartilage. This is the important characteristic feature of the cartilage, that means they possess the peripheral blood supply, and from this peripheral blood supply, the nutrients as well as oxygen, they diffuses towards the interior side of the cartilage. तो यहाँ पे blood vessels नहीं है, यहाँ पे blood supply नहीं है, blood supply peripheral portion पे होती है, और from that blood vessels, the nutrients and the oxygen, they will diffuse towards the inner side of the cartilage. So उसी को हम कहते हैं peripheral vasculature. Now next feature, this cartilage, it shows the compression upon the tension या upon pressure. Means जब हम इस पे pressure डालते हैं, they gets compressed, just like the rubber band. जब हम उसको press करते हैं, that gets compressed. So likewise, the cartilage, it shows the compression upon the pressure or upon the tension, and it also shows the elasticity. जब हम pressure हटाते हैं, they regains their original shape or original position, उसी को हम कहते हैं elasticity. That means they possess the four features. They have the low metabolic activity. Number next is the peripheral vasculature. Number third one is the compression, and fourth one is the elasticity. Now, the components of the cartilage. Cartilage has the three components. First one is the perichondrium. Number next is the matrix, and third one is the cells. This one is the perichondrium. ये है इसका matrix, ground substance, and these are the cells. So now let us study them one by one. Now, first of all, the perichondrium. This perichondrium is the outermost covering of the cartilage. ये वाली, it's the outermost covering. इसी को हम कहते हैं perichondrium. That means it is the outermost covering which forms the fencing or the boundary of a cartilage. And this perichondrium, it is itself divided into two layers. The outermost is termed as white fibrous layer, whereas the inner one is termed as the chondrogenic layer. That means it has the two layers. Outermost को हम कहते हैं white fibrous layer, innermost को हम कहते हैं chondrogenic layer. Now, ये जो outermost fibrous layer है, इसको white fibrous layer इसलिए कहा जाता है because it is made up of the white fibers. It is made up of the collagen fibers. That is why इस layer को, outermost layer को हम कहते हैं समझ क्या, white fibrous layer. And this white fibrous layer of the perichondrium, it is provided with the nerve supply as well as the blood supply. The nerve supply gives a sensation, while as the blood supply provides the nutrients as well as gases, just like the oxygen. And these nutrients and the gases, they diffuse from this white fibrous layer downwards or inwards by a process that's called as diffusion. Because the characteristic feature of the cartilage is they possess on the peripheral vasculature. क्योंकि यहाँ पे blood supply within the anterior region of the cartilage is absent, जो हमने already discuss किया था. So from these blood vessels, the nutrients and the oxygen diffuses inwards and provides nourishment to these cells. So that is the first part of the perichondrium, that is the white fibrous layer. Now moving towards it is another layer, the innermost layer, that's called as chondrogenic layer. So it is the inner layer which is present inner to the white fibrous layer and is made up of mesenchymal stem cells. उन mesenchymal stem cells को हम कहते हैं chondroprogenitor cells. That means this chondrogenic layer, it is made up of mesenchymal stem cells termed as chondroprogenitor cells, which upon the division produces chondroblasts. These ones are the chondroblasts. So that means ये जो chondroblasts है, ये जो cells है, they arise from these stem cells upon the division, upon the mitotic division. So since this layer gives rise to chondroblasts upon the division, that is why this layer is termed as chondrogenic layer. Chondro का मतलब है chondroblast, genic का मतलब है genesis means formation. क्योंकि ये दिन ची chondroblasts जब उसके जन्म नहीं हो. So that is why this innermost layer of the perichondrium is termed as chondrogenic layer. So it is the first component of the cartilage. Now moving towards the second component of the cartilage, that is the matrix. The matrix, as you know, the matrix is also termed as ground substance. The matrix यहाँ पे, it is also termed as ground substance. Which forms a bulk portion of the cartilage. So it acts as a ground substance for the cells, क्योंकि यहाँ पे cells they remain embedded within the matrix. That is why the matrix is termed as ground substance. So this one is a matrix, ये वाला portion. And this matrix is translucent in nature. And this matrix is termed as quadrant. It is translucent in nature and is termed as quadrant. And this matrix is made up of collagen fibers. Since the collagen fibers are white fibers, as they are the white in color, that is why mostly जो cartilage का color है, that is whitish in nature. वो whitish appear होता है because of the abundance of the collagen fibers in its matrix. So it is made up of collagen fibers. Now, in addition to it is made up of glycoproteins. As well as proteoglycans. That means जो matrix है cartilage का, it is only made up of organic matter. Irrespective of the bones, why the matrix is made up of both the organic matter as well as most abundantly inorganic matter, just like the various salts. So that is why शाबाश क्या, चूंकि bones में ज्यादा inorganic matter होता है, so that is why वो ज्यादा hard होते हैं, वो ज्यादा rigid होते हैं. चूंकि यहाँ पे in case of the matrix of the cartilage, here the matrix is made up of only the organic matter. And this organic matter provides them little bit rigidity as well as a flexibility. So that is why the cartilages are semi-rigid, irrespective of the bones, which are more rigid and more hard. It is only because the composition of the matrix, which is only made up of the organic matter, just like the collagen fibers, glycoproteins, as well as proteoglycans. And this matrix, normally it remains diffused throughout, but in some regions there remains a lacunae, means fluid filled spaces. Lacunae, the singular one is termed as lacuna और multiple को हम कहते हैं lacunae. Lacunae का मतलब है वो portion matrix का which possess some spaces. उन spaces को हम कहते हैं lacuna और lacunae. अच्छा बेस्ट एग्जांपल इथ करिनस, जिस तरह वाटर होता है, वाटर भी एक जस्ट लाइक ग्राउंड सबस्टेंस होता है. अगर तथ मंज कुन साथ बबल्स है खसन, वाटर बबल्स, वो बबल्स उनके ऊपर एक लेयर होती है, वाटर लेयर, बट इनके अंदर स्पेस होती है. सेम इज द केस विद देम. उसी स्पेस को यहां पे हम कहते हैं lacunae, and within this lacunae are present the chondrocytes. So these ones are शाबाश क्या, this one is the lacunae और इसके अंदर chondrocytes होते हैं, which are the cartilaginous cells. So that is the second component of the cartilage, that is matrix. Now moving towards the third component of the cartilage, that is cells. Now the third component. तो cells यहां पे living component है, matrix is non living component. तो यहां पे जो cells है, these are of four types. Number first one is chondroprogenitor cells. Number next is chondroblasts. Number third one is chondrocytes, and number fourth one is chondroclasts. So these are the four types of cells that's present within the cartilage. So first of all, chondroprogenitor cells. As you know, these chondroprogenitor cells are the mesenchymal stem cells present in the chondrogenic layer of the pericardium. These stem cells, and upon the division of the progenitor cells, they give rise to next type of the cells called as chondroblasts. That means this chondrogenic layer is made up of the mesenchymal stem cells, also termed as chondroprogenitor cells. They undergo the division and forms small cells called as chondroblasts. तो नंबर नेक्स्ट टाइप है यहाँ पे chondroblasts. तो chondroblasts are small as well as spindle shaped cells. Small है ये as well as spindle shaped cells which arise from the division of the chondrogenic layer. And these chondroblasts, this creates the matrix. They are small, spindle shaped, and they secretes the matrix. And these, since they arise from the chondrogenic layer, that is why the chondroblasts are present in the peripheral portion of the cartilage. Now, moving towards the next type of the cells, third type of the cells, that is the chondrocytes. These chondrocytes, these are large in size and are present in the lacunae of the matrix. Actually क्या होता है, ये chondroblasts initially छोटे होते हैं, they secrete the matrix. Now later on they grow in size. When they grow in size, उन्हें large sized chondroblasts को हम कहते हैं chondrocytes. And these chondrocytes, they remain as embedded within the lacunae of the matrix. And these chondrocytes, they also secrete the matrix. क्योंकि बेसिकली chondrocytes chondroblasts ही होते हैं. जिस तरह chondroblasts matrix secrete करते हैं, likewise the chondrocytes they also secrete the matrix. But the difference is, एक तो ये बड़े होते हैं as compared to the chondroblasts. In addition to the chondrocytes, they remain embedded within the lacunae. So that is the difference between the chondroblasts and the chondrocytes. Normally, ये जो chondrocytes हैं, these are single per lacunae. That means एक lacunae में एक ही chondrocyte होती है. But later on, the chondrocytes they undergoes the division. That means then the later on the lacunae may contains either the 2, 3 or 4 chondrocytes in them. So initially, Shabash, in the upper side of this cartilage, the lacunae may contain only single chondrocytes. Later on, the chondrocytes they divides and may contain 2 to 3 or 4 chondrocytes per lacunae. So when a lacunae contains 3 or 4 chondrocytes in them, they इस ग्रुप को हम कह सकते हैं then it acts as a cell nest. Later on, अब जो ये शबाश क्या older शबाश chondrocytes होते हैं, they becomes a little bit inactive and they stops the secretion of the matrix. So now later on the last type of the cell, that is the chondroclasts. So chondroclasts actually multinucleated cells होते हैं. These are the multinucleated. That means they possess many nuclei. जो बाकी cells है, chondrocytes as well as chondroblasts या mesenchymal stem cells, they are uninucleated. While as this chondroclasts, it is only the single type of cell which is multinucleated. That means बहुत सारे nuclei होते हैं. And this chondroclast, these are actually the phagocytic cells. These are actually phagocytic cells because they perform the phagocytosis as they engulf the old and worn out chondrocytes, as well as the pathogens if any pathogen has entered in our cartilage. But generally, they engulf the old and worn out chondrocytes to clean up the environment so that new chondrocytes may arise to continue the cycle. So with this we have completed the components of the cartilage as well as its structure. Now inshallah in next lecture we will discuss the bone. Till then, Khuda Hafiz.